Public Library friends, to our virtual full steam ahead magical mixtures.
Magical mixtures?
Yes.
So cool.
And we have 2 of them today.
2.
We get to make cloud dough
Nice.
and lava lamps.
What?
I love it. It's gonna be
So
awesome.
cool. And I heard that we're going to be hitting every single element of STEAM.
We are. We have science,
Science.
technology, power of video.
Nice.
We have engineering,
Excellent.
art,
Yes.
and math.
Oh,
To do them all.
the whole gamut.
Yes.
All right, let's get started. What's the first experiment?
First one is cloud dough.
All right, what do we need?
All right, so for cloud dough, we are going to have 4 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of baby oil. Yay! We need measuring cups. We need a large bowl or bin. And we need a strong, sturdy wooden or metal spoon.
That looks sturdy.
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
let's get started.
Yes.
What's the first thing?
First thing is we need to measure 4 cups of flour.
4 cups of flour.
Yes.
Let's go. 1. Did we mention this might be messy? 2.
Prepare your flour.
3.
1 more.
And 4.
4. All right.
All right.
Of course, now we need our 1/2 cup of baby oil.
Ooh, 1/2 cup of baby oil.
Okay.
I got it.
All right.
Let's go. 1/2 cup.
Yep.
Do, 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 do. Here we go. In it goes.
Yes. Not at all messy. All right. Here's where we take our durable spoon and we start mixing this all up. And you know
nice.
what? It
Yeah.
only mixes so well this way. So I have a funny feeling there's one other thing we forgot to tell them they need. Yes. This is when you get to get in down and dirty and messy.
I love it.
So it's
Are you ready to go
still
in?
very. Ugh.
Yeah.
All right. Go for it, Julie.
Okay. I'm gonna squish and mix it together as much as I can. But guess what?
Right.
Sometimes when we experiment, we might need to tweak the ingredients. We
Yep.
might need to add more oil.
Yes, in this case. And you know, not just baby oil works for this. You can also use cooking oil if you don't have any baby oil at home.
But this way, it smells like a baby's bottom. And not the bad kind. Good kind.
All right, you ready for a little more oil?
I'm ready
or do
for
we
a
think we're
little-
good?
Because this cloud mixture is not going to always be solid because it's similar to
Moon
the
sand.
kinetic moon sand, right?
Yes.
So maybe a little bit more.
Just a tiny bit. We'll
tiny
just do a
bit.
little dribble. Boop, boop. All right, mix that all in really good.
Okay. I like it. But Jen, what if this wasn't enough sand? What if I needed more and more and more?
We want it because, well, maybe we have friends over, right?
Yes.
So what if we wanted to double our batch?
Double the batch.
That would be 2 times as much. Here's our math.
Okay.
So if we had 4 cups of flour before and we wanted to double it, so 4 times 2 is going to give us 8 cups of flour.
All right.
Yes.
We have to double the oil too, right?
Yes, we do. So we had a 1/2 cup of oil.
Yes.
And we're gonna multiply that times 2. So then we get a whole cup of oil.
Cup of oil.
Yes.
I like
so
it.
that'll double it. But you know what? What if it's just me and I only want a little bit?
Yeah.
So maybe we want to cut it in half.
Oh,
so if
more
we're
math.
Yep. If we're cutting it in half, then we're dividing by 2.
Okay. So we
So
started
if we
with
had
4
4
cups.
and we take away half of them. So we divide by 2. We have 2 cups.
Have to
All
do
right.
the same with the oil.
Yes. So if we have a 1/2 cup
Yes.
and we divide it by 2, well then we only have a quarter
Of a cup.
Yes.
I like it.
So yes, that's a lot of math. All right.
Okay.
Do we think we're good?
I think it's good. This is a nice texture. It feels good. It still
Does it
presses
pack?
together and packs.
Ooh, awesome. So now we can do a little engineering.
Okay.
So say we wanted to build a tower.
A tower, okay.
So we need to see, we want to make it go as high as we can.
Okay.
So hopefully you're all working on this at home with us. See if you can build a tower.
Ooh.
Now to get higher and higher,
Yes.
notice how she's getting skinnier and skinnier, but
It's true.
it starts to fall apart. So what do you have to do to the bottom to be able to go higher?
The base has got to be bigger. It's all about the base. It's got to be a bigger base.
Yes, it's got to be a bigger base so that you can, and then as you go higher, it always starts to get smaller. So that's our engineering.
I love it.
Now, I know you love to make art.
I do.
Yes, you love to make art.
I could
So-
make a tiny little animal. A little animal.
So for our art,
Yes.
for our art portion, she could make a little animal sculpture. What could you make? That's a pretty design. You could make shapes. You could make all sorts of things that are artistic.
You could
So-
use cookie cutter shapes too. Press it in.
Right. And if you think your dough is a little too crumbly, remember, you can always add that little bit of extra oil. Now, since we've finished making our dough
Yes.
and our sculptures,
This is the base of a sea turtle. You can't tell yet, but it is.
okay. So anyways, if you want to save your dough for later, make sure you store it in an airtight container, and then you can play with it over and over and over again. It's awesome.
I love it. That was so fun and
messy.
messy. But let's do another magical mix.
Yes, it's time for our next one. All right. Well, we're back.
We're
and
back.
ready for the next thing.
So exciting. This
I
is
know.
the
Lava lamps. We get to make lava lamps.
Jen, that sounds super hot.
No. Not that kind of lava.
Oh.
It's the bubbly, cool, bubbly fun kind. You know, remember the old lamps?
Okay. All right, what do we need?
Okay, so for this we need water.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes. We need baby oil or cooking oil will work too. We need Alka-Seltzer or a similar generic, the effervescent tablets
Cool.
or whatever. We need food coloring.
Ah.
Yes, we gotta make it pretty. And then you want tall bottles or glass jars,
Okay.
but they need to have smooth sides.
Okay.
Yes.
On the inside. The
Yes.
inside
The
needs
inside
to be
needs
smooth.
to be smooth.
Okay.
Mhm. Yes, because then you can also see it really well.
Nice.
And then you might need a tall spoon or something in case the food coloring doesn't really mix.
All right. Stir it
Okay.
up. Cool.
Yes. Okay.
Let's each
So-
do one.
Oh, definitely. Are you
All
kidding?
right.
All right. So
What do we do first? You're gonna do
I'm
that?
gonna do this one. Okay. So first thing we're gonna do is fill our water to about a quarter of our bottle.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And it could
Little
be
math.
1 to 2 inches. Yes. More math.
Quarter of our bottle. Ooh, I like that.
No, not quite.
A little more. Nice.
I think that's a quarter.
That looks good.
All right. So we've got a quarter.
Okay.
After that, we're gonna fill the rest of the container with baby oil, but
Yes.
we don't want to go all the way up to the top. We
Okay.
want to leave some space at the top
Okay.
because remember, we're gonna make bubbles.
Oh, room for bubbles. Do I have to be careful? Can I just dump it in?
Yeah, you can just dump it.
All right.
Doesn't matter. There's no.
There's my rim at the top.
Now, did you notice that they're separating?
Ah, they are. I can
Yeah.
see this layer right
Can
here.
you tell? Do you know which one's heavier?
Oil?
Nope.
I mean water? Water's heavier.
Yes, you're right. And there's actually 2 reasons for this. I don't
Okay.
think I have enough water in mine.
Add a
I need
little
to
more
add
water.
Yes. So one of them is density.
Ooh, density.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's how much it weighs. So water
Yeah.
has a higher density, so it's going to sink to the bottom
I
because
see it.
it's heavier. And oil has a lower density, so it's lighter, so it rises to the top.
nice.
Yes. So there's another reason though why they won't mix up.
Okay, why?
Well, it's called polarity.
I love polar bears.
Water is polar,
Polar.
but not the North Pole.
Okay.
Not that kind of polar. So when something is polar, it means it has a positive charge on one end and a negative charge on the other.
All right.
And oil, however, is non-polar.
Oh.
Yes. So that means it's surrounded by this little shell of negative charges.
Like a
This
hug.
molecule does. Exactly.
Like a hug.
A little negative hug.
An oxymoron.
Yes. So, anyways, when
Right.
we go, so they won't mix.
Okay.
But now,
But they can still play together. They're
Yes.
just not gonna mix.
right, right. They can still play in the same place.
Now we're gonna add some color.
Yes, we are gonna add some color. So what color do you want to make?
Orange, my favorite.
Orange. So what do you need for orange?
Red and yellow.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, and I'm going to do green in mine.
Green. All right. So I'm gonna do equal parts. 1,
My
2,
green's not
3,
coming
yellow.
out.
Ooh.
All right, so maybe I'm not going to do green because it's not
1,
coming out.
2, 3.
Notice how the little bubbles of color are floating through the oil?
That's so cool. So they're just as heavy as water. They're like water.
They
Same
have
thing.
a higher density than oil. Well, food coloring is kind of made up of water. Okay, so once our little oil bubbles, and look at how cool it looks going down through there. Isn't that awesome?
I love it.
We still have one that's surrounding the bubble. Oh, there he goes. Yes.
Awesome. Awesome.
So, you know what? To make my color go all the way through, I'm gonna put my lid on.
Okay.
I'm gonna mix it up.
Ooh,
So this ought to be
that's
fun.
cool. I'll use a
Ooh.
spoon.
And look at, because I mixed the oil and water, now it's all separating again.
Oh, you can watch all of the water, which is more dense, fall to the bottom again.
I know. Isn't it cool?
So cool. All right.
All right, so since they're not gonna mix and stuff, but now it's time to add our gas. We gotta make bubbles.
Jen, I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable with that.
Really? Not that kind of gas,
Oh,
Julie.
sorry.
No, we're gonna add our little effervescent tablet.
Right. I knew that.
And what happens is when this soaks all the way to the bottom,
Yes.
it interacts with the water.
Okay.
And when they combine, it
Yes.
makes carbon dioxide, which makes the bubbles that come up.
Let's do it.
But don't put the whole thing in.
Okay.
Because you never know what's gonna happen.
That's true.
So I'm gonna take a half.
Okay. I'll do a
Are
quarter.
you ready to drop it in? Oh, you
I
know what
am.
we forgot to do though? We need to add color to our other bottles.
All right.
Let's see what else we can make. Let's make a yellow
More
one.
colors. More colors.
We'll see if, okay, this one's not mixing, so I'm gonna help it a little. Ooh, look at that green.
That green is sweet.
Yes, that's
There's my
cool.
purple.
Oh, nice. All right, so we have, okay, well, we need to take that off. We have yellow.
Okay.
We have, let me get my yellows.
Orange, red.
All right.
I have
my
a
yellows.
bunch of little pieces.
Ooh, so you're gonna go just boom, boom, boom. All right,
One
I'll
piece
break
in
mine
each
too.
one.
All right, I've got a bunch too. Should we
Okay.
save the bigger chunk? Oh, you've got a big chunk for that one. Okay.
Are we ready?
All right, so we've got. I got that one. And look at the bubbles how they're going up. That's when it reacts, and that's the carbon dioxide. And look, when the air escapes out the top, the food coloring goes back down, making our lava lamp. And look at by putting the bigger piece in there, look how big those were. So I'm gonna put a half in here.
Nice. It's amazing. Will it last forever, Jen?
No, because eventually it will all just fade out.
Dissolve.
And you just have to add more. But, you know, you could get to where it's so saturated that they won't even bubble anymore. But you know, there's other fun things that they can try at home.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Like what?
So what if you put in another one and then turned off the lights? You could see if maybe the effervescent, if it will glow or something.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be cool?
So cool.
Yes. Or what happened? What do you think would happen if you put the cap on there when after you loaded a fizzy thing?
I don't know. I don't want to find out. I don't want to find out.
You can try that one at
You
home.
can try it out at home.
Yes. And then if you have, once they're all done fizzing and they won't fizz anymore,
Yes.
then you can try putting salt in it.
Ooh, what will that do?
Well, when the salt goes down,
Yeah.
it takes some of the oil with it because it wraps around the little molecules. And then as the salt dissolves, the oil will go back up, but it'll take some of the color with it.
Nice.
So that's another fun experiment you could try.
So cool. These
I know.
experiments were so fun today,
Weren't they?
man.
It was a blast. We hope you had as much fun as we did, and make sure you keep experimenting at home.
Absolutely.
And join us next time for Full Steam Ahead. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
So cool. Boom!